Room 247. Check-in was dead easy. Passport, had to fill in one of them registration forms with your name, your address, email and telephone number. With this one I booked direct through medplaya.com, and you do have to pay at the property. They don't take a deposit, you just pay for the full amount at the property. I'll tell you the price later on. I'm booked in just for a standard room. This one is a twin room again, with a balcony, no pool view, no sea view or nothing. I don't know what view I've actually got, and I'm half board. Up on the second floor in room 247. Let's have a look around. So again, by the door you have to put your card in to activate the electricity. That's the ensuite. I'll do that in a second. The room it's sort of medium size, I'd say, looking at it initially. Does look nice. Looks very bright. I like the black and white. That sets everything off. I do like this. It's really nice. So we do have this, basically a floor to ceiling wall mirror, a couple of hooks on the walls and a smallish TV. Again, the open plan hanging and drawer space. Well, it's sort of open plan, half open plan. You do have your case stand, a few hangers, a couple of drawers, nothing in them, and the mini fridge, nothing in that as well. When I say it's sort of half open plan, you've got this slider that goes across, that covers this side of the wardrobe. So we've got some more hangers there. Now with the safe, I think the battery has gone on the safe, because I've tried to get it to work. I've followed the instructions, even though they are in Spanish, but it's not even lit up at all. Anywhere on the safe it's not lit up. It does tell you to put your 4 digits in, but none of it's actually working. So I think the battery's just gone on the safe. Now the initial look at the room itself, I've got a baby crying outside as well. The room itself, as I said, you've got your twin beds. I like this little seating area. I'm not sure if the telly should have been over there. Mind you, if you're in bed and you want to watch the telly, if you couldn't see it if it was over there. But me, I don't understand it really. It's a double seater just pointing at nothing. There's literally nothing here. So as I said, you've got this extra little feature, tiny little desk with a chair, a couple of PowerPoints, and it is a bit of a tight squeeze. The bed is huge with these two singles together. Bedside table, PowerPoint on that side, and a couple of reading lights either side. I'll do a shot from up here. You can see how big the bed is itself. It is huge. Right, I'll check the bed. Check this side. Now, I'm not sure about this here, because we've got a bottle of water and we've got a bottle of a Tinto, some wine. I'll have to check if these are complimentary. So, get the cushion off, let's check this. You can see the lines again on the sheets and on the pillows straight away. You can see the lines. Yes. Do have a pillow protector. Now your quilt cover, as I said, it's got the lines on as well. That's nice and clean. Pull this side back. The bottom sheet again is nice and clean. I have to pull this one. And we do have the mattress protector, which again, to me, looks very clean. You can't see in this light really. As I said, I do have a balcony. I haven't requested any pool view this time, so I don't even know what we're looking at. Right, a couple of chairs and a table. Now I do have a pool view. This is one of the hotel's pools, and as you can see, it's one of them beach pools again, but for some reason it's not open. Don't know why they've got it all cornered off all the way around. I'm not sure why, but I know through there I can see another pool, and I'm sure there's another pool on the other side of the building. We'll take a look a little bit later on. So that's the view I've got. And the last room to check, of course, is the ensuite. The aircon there, I did check it before when I first came in. It is working perfect. So the ensuite, let's check this. Now, a little bit of a tight squeeze again. The door opens up onto the toilet. So you've got to literally close the door to use the toilet. That's fine. So you've got your sink, hair dryer, good size mirror with a light on, power points, and we do have a comb. Oh, this is going to come in handy, isn't it? Nothing in there. And then a good size walk-in shower cubicle. That's quite a good size and very clean from the look of it. Very clean. Got your handheld. Yes, this is very clean. Some Dove body wash and Dove shampoo. Now, something I have noticed, there's no towels. Unless they're about to bring me some towels. I'll do a standby. As I said, a little bit of a tight squeeze. Right, so that's the room done. Let's check out the rest of the hotel. Just been down to reception with a list of questions as long as my arm. First of all, it was the safe. I can't get the safe to work. She said, have you paid? Well, I didn't even know anything about you had to pay. The receptionist never mentioned anything to me when I checked in about paying for a safe. Anyhow, apparently it's €4.50 per day plus a €20 deposit. I can't understand why you're paying €20 as a deposit. You're already paying €4.50 per day. That's going to work out €31.50 if my maths is right for a week. £26. This is a 4-star or classed as a 4-star hotel. Then I mentioned about the tea or coffee facilities. There's nothing in the room. 4-star hotels, you would expect something. Apparently, because it's a standard room, they don't put the tea and coffee facilities in the room. You can hire a kettle. Didn't even get into that. I bet there's a charge for that. So they can't put a kettle and some sachets of tea and coffee in the room, but they can give you a bottle of wine. Doesn't make any sense. So I mentioned the TV. I said I can't seem to get any channels on the TV. There's Euro News only, English channel, that's it. Nothing else on the TV. So I said the internet, I can't get on the internet. The internet doesn't work. So then I come on to towels. I said I can't see any towels in the bathroom. I've had a look around, I can't find the towels. Unfortunately, the hotel haven't got any towels at the moment. What? A hotel that doesn't have towels? Apparently they've not had the delivery. So then I thought, now I'm going to blow me cover. So I told them I was here to review the hotel, and this isn't looking very good. No internet, no towels, no tea, coffee in the room, a safe being charged for. And she didn't care. Basically didn't care. About 2 hours later, I got a knock on the door, and it was a maid with one medium-sized towel, just above a hand-sized towel. Not even a bath towel. What are you supposed to do with that? So put down the comments, what do you think of that so far? This is a 4-star hotel. Put down in the comments. I think it's a disgrace, a total disgrace. Anyhow, back on with the video. Now, before I do my very quick summary, people will know the amount of hotels that I have reviewed. I give an honest and true opinion, and this is my honest and true opinion. You might not like it, but you will see on every other video, you get to see what I get to see. I'm not going to butter this one up at all to make it look good. Now, where do I start? I've just been down to breakfast. It's absolutely hectic. Again, yesterday afternoon, we had this big influx of students. There must have been 60, 70 students came in again. I don't know what's going on in Salou, but the students everywhere. Anyone from Spain, please let me know. Is this some sort of, I don't know. They're all with teachers, so I don't know what's going on. This is the second hotel that has had loads of students in. I'm not going to make this summary very long because I just want to get out this hotel. 4-star hotel, checked in yesterday. Okay, I did arrive at 12 o'clock, and check-in wasn't till 2. I understood I had to sit round till the rooms were available. I knew that before I arrived, but then I got queried, why do you want a double room? 3 times she asked me, was I on my own and why I wanted a double room? Because I booked a double room. It was my choice. Anyhow, comes up to the room looks fine to me straight away. Everything seemed fine until I went to the bathroom and realised there was no towels. So I couldn't work the safe either. So I went down with a couple of queries. One was basically, I can't get the safe to work. She said, have you paid? Well, I didn't know you had to pay. So there's a charge of €4.50 per day with a €20 deposit. Still can't work out what the deposit's for. So that works out about £26 per week if you want to hire the safe. Then I got on to the towels. The hotel doesn't have any towels. It's a 4-star hotel and it hasn't got a towel. So I mentioned the internet. It's not working. In the room itself, I was wondering why there was no tea or coffee or any kettle at all. I asked at the reception why. Apparently because it's a standard room, you don't get a kettle. You can hire a kettle. I didn't even get into that bit. So I moved on. So they don't supply tea, coffee or a kettle in the room, but they'll supply this, a bottle of wine, which you can still see hasn't even been opened. But for some people, this is probably good because we had a family, or I had a family next door that decided to sing and shout off the balcony and run up and down the corridor up till 1:30, 1:45 this morning, screaming their head off. And I'm not talking kids, I'm talking grown people. So the wine works for some people. You want to see the state of the balcony, because I can see their balcony. It's just covered in glasses and cigarettes and everything. It's a disgrace. Anyhow, back to the room. So you've got to pay for the safe. And I asked about the television then. Are there any English channels? She said yes, there is one English channel, which is the Euronews English. This is the Euronews English.
Europas Schwerindustrie überlebt, braucht es gleiche Spielregeln für alle. Europas Industrie fit zu machen für die Zukunft, will die EU-Kommission 100 Milliarden Euro.
Now, I don't know about you. Doesn't sound very English to me. After being in the hotel for about 2 hours, I got a knock on the door off the maid, and she turned up with this medium size, just above a hand towel for me to use. I've just lashed in the bathroom. I can't be bothered. So they've gone off and found one single towel. So the bed itself, after I eventually got to sleep with the noise, wasn't too bad. Can't tell you what the shower was like because I've not used it. Can't wait to get to the next hotel. Hopefully they've got towels. Right, what you need to know is the price. You can book this if you really like the look of this hotel. You can book it on medplaya.com. I'm moving on because I just want to get out this hotel. The price, £61.42 for 2 people hardboard. Same price for 1 person. Does it really matter? I don't care. I just want to get out. See you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Catch you in that next one. Bye for now.